Hey y'all, it's Josh of Valley View Farms. This video is of us getting our garden ready and planting potatoes and onions. I hope y'all enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it's good dirt, Josh.
So we are only getting this top half ready. We're going to plant potatoes, right? And we're going to do onions today.
Yeah, we're going to get down.
So this top half of the garden is just going to be for potatoes and onions right now. So this is why these 3 or 4 rows right here is not tilled. And then I added another row this morning, and we plan on planting watermelons. We stopped right here on the corners, and we're going to round them out. We're going to round them off there to kind of make everything look a little bit better. But by the time it's said and done with, I think it's going to be like a 60 by 60 garden, give or take. So we might just keep on adding on to it. We're fixing prepping everything up, and we're going to start laying out rows. This is a old bicycle that my grandpa cut up, and he made a plow tip for it.
Okay, come here.
Let's see. We're going to do a video here shortly on using it, but it lays rows out really good. Pretty impressive. So here in about 10 or 15 minutes, we'll make another video of laying out the rows. We're going to string them up so we get straight rows and go from there. Stay tuned. There's Mama with the string. This is Sally Ann's garden. This is just leveling it out. Works pretty good. Just got tied to the back of the four-wheeler, and it's just leveling the ground out. We're going to plant some potatoes here shortly.
Keep it on the bottom. Put your hand over here.
So
Put that on and 2 washers on each side, and it won't roll with you.
So right now they're rolling the string out.
We get busy here now. I showed you. But
And then
nothing
we're
better
gonna-
than a straight roll. My daddy used to play them rolls, Josh. Well, with no mule. It wasn't no string or nothing, but we're gonna do it.
So here we'll set the outside of our plow on the inside of this string here, and that's how we're gonna lay our rows off. Here's the prep of the garden. Becca's gonna kind of explain what we're doing here and the way we're setting up the garden for planting. So here you go, Mom.
All right, so we start here as our starting point for our measurements. So we take a rope here as our guide, measure 3 foot
Middle.
and 3 foot, and that way we can have our middle here, so we can take our tiller and hill up what we've got planted. So like for instance, right here we've got 2 rows of corn, and we've got started here a row of potatoes. The corn we won't be planting today just because it still may get cold. So first week of May will be ideal for that. And then what we'll do next.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so what we got going on here is we got our first trench here made out for our potatoes, and we're going to take the bicycle plow that my grandpa made, and once we get this second row for potatoes marked out, we're going to take it and plow it up, and then we'll start dropping potatoes in the ground. So we're leaving our strings about 3 or 4 inches off the ground. That way it's close enough to the ground to run your guide pole through for your trench. And this garden is 60 foot wide, so we came down in the middle, which would be 30 foot, and put another stake in the ground. So when you're running we're using a broom handle. When you're running your broom handle for the first trench, it keeps the string in line. So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna take my broom handle, and I'm just gonna go right here along the side of that and just make sure I go deep enough so we can see the trench with the bicycle tire, and then we'll come down through here. Yep.
All right, hello everybody. We planting 2 rows of taters today. Pretty weather. Tomorrow's Easter. Had eggs and eat tater salad tomorrow. That's a homemade plow. The old-timey ways a mule and a plow, laying off plow rows with, is gone. They've about outlawed all the good stuff. The old-timey ways are about gone. So you see what we got here. And the girl that's pushed it, she's a modern day, but she got some old-timey ways in So far, so good. The bicycle wheel ain't whooped up, it's the way she's wobbling.
All right, now we've got our rows all laid out. We're gonna get our fertilizer here. It's called ProAg. Triple 19 is what we use. There are many different kinds, brands. This is the one we prefer and like best. We got it from the local feed store in Saudi. And I'm gonna show you how you lay it out. So come over here. We just pour it into this bucket. We've got that's what it looks like here. So what you do, you just grab a handful of it here.
Come on now.
Come here,
Take
sis.
it.
Just do it like that, just like you're bowling. And she's throwing it about every 8 or 10 foot, so she's gonna come up 10 foot and
Go
then
to
throw
where
it
you
again.
Don't see it much anymore.
Middle, like that.
Grab a little bit more.
Just like she's bowling. Okay, so we got the fertilizer pit down and we got some mushroom compost mixed. It's got cow manure and stuff mixed in with it. And it's been sitting. Now she's just scattering it down the rows here for a little bit of added nutrients. Just a little bit extra to give to the soil there. Help things grow.
See this?
Yeah.
See that? Watch this. See that mile?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Does it need to be flat?
You don't have one in that one there.
So it can only be the tops?
Yeah.
Not
let me
the
show you-
sides.
Let me show you something down here. See these? See here?
Uh-huh.
Mom?
Yeah. So like this has a side one, so cut the side one off too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it.
Just cut all the big eyes
Yeah.
off. Okay. Like that. Nice one right there.
See
Yeah.
here?
Mm-hmm.
Here, Mom.
Cut this here.
Cut it.
Leave some meat on there now. Put them in his bucket if you cut.
We've got these old kitty back potatoes that we got from the local co-op, and we just cut all the eyes off of them, put them in a bucket, and now we're gonna come over here and show you how we put them in.
Yep, that's a 50-pound bag, and we almost got a little over a 5-gallon bucket full of them cut up. So
All right, so what you're gonna do is put the eyes facing up, and you want them about a foot apart. We've got the stick here as our measurement. So you put one on the other end here, and work your way down. You can use your foot if that's easier for you. Just kind of makes it fail proof. So you make sure the eyes are sticking up. Move it on, move the stick down, put it on that end, Nay. All right, move the stick down for me, Nay. On the other side. Right again.
get a video or something. Tell everybody why you're using the stick now. Show them how you use the stick. There you go. Good job. Here you go. Get you some potatoes. Okay, so what she's doing now, she's covering the potatoes up. We got them every 6 to 12 inches apart. Once she covers them up with dirt, they'll probably be under the ground, under the dirt, about 7 or 8 inches, give or take. Got 2 60-foot rows, and that's why we're just doing everything by hand, because there's nothing serious. We're only doing 2 rows, so we'll plow it by hand, and then we'll cover it up by hand and plant it by hand, if anybody's wondering. But she'll come down this other side now and pull it back the opposite direction. It'll be like its first little hill we got going on. You getting to work out, Mama?
No.
Yeah, we got that plenty.
The last onion.
Yeah.
We got a 60-foot row of onions. Ground fertilized, got the cow manure, the mushroom compost on top of it. So we got our 2 rows of potatoes, 2 60-foot rows of potatoes in. So I'd say that's it. All right, guys. So we kind of got the garden prep ready to go. The edge around the corners here, rounded off these edges on this side. So it should be like a 60 by 60 garden this year. And we got our 2 rows of potatoes. And then, as you can tell, we got our onions planted. A 60-foot row of onions. We'll come back here a week or so, a couple weeks, and plant our corn, 2 rows of corn down right through here. And the rest of the garden's up to my wife. This is hers. I'm just here to help labor whenever she needs to help. And anyways, we appreciate y'all watching, and hopefully y'all have enjoyed our first big garden, and hopefully we'll have some good turnouts. Thank y'all so much. Have a blessed day.